Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is the No Man's Land Survival Challenge series I'm doing, where I'm trying to compete as closely as I can with Chainsaw 100 and Dagwin in their multiplayer survival series. So if I just take to the air and we'll have a quick recap. As you can see, biggest job today, the cotton field is now ready. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a cotton harvester bought and get a worker going off doing that. The field we created last episode, that's starting to grow now, so there should not be nothing else needed done with that for the moment. We've still got these bales here that we need to collect, so we'll get a worker doing that job as well. And our corn's coming on all right, the soybeans are fine, and I'm assuming that next month we'll have this massive cotton field here ready to harvest. Be interesting to see how long this one takes, because maybe there won't be enough time in 1 month to get that harvested. I know they work really slowly. The other thing, also last episode we put the flour production and the plank production to selling, so we don't have those jobs to do anymore. I know we'll take a look at the prices now. So oats, I think they're not quite at their best price. December, January is their best price. So they're currently sat at 18.52, so they are actually above the maximum price, but it is saying that January is the better month to sell, so we could probably leave them another month. And what else do we have? Out of interest, cotton is February, so depending on what we decide to do with the cotton, because our spinnery is managing, it's kind of keeping up, I think. As you can see, we've still got some wool in from the last episode, and the clothing shop, I mean, that's just ticking away. It's constantly being fed, and because there's some literage in it, then it's obviously not using the fabric as fast as it's being supplied with it. So the other thing we've got is honey, I think, or bread. No, bread this month, December. So that's 5,300, and it's currently sat 5,380. So we'll get the bread sold in this episode. Cheese, well, that's 5.8. It's not far off. So February again, and the honey, well, that's not till March. So we don't have any other productions currently that need sold, just our bread. So I'll get back on the ground and we'll get into the store menu and look for cotton harvesters, and we'll just get this case one, keep it as standard. Right, so we'll head up to the store now and let's get the cotton harvester down and get it working. Okay, so here we are. It's one of the slowest drives I've had in a long time. 15 miles an hour. So we'll just get cosplay doing this one. So create a job. Use this field. So I think I'll do 3 headlands. We'll do sharp turns so we get all the field. Okay, and we'll start the job. Right, so the other thing, I am going to buy another plot of land. And depending on how much time we have, I'm going to buy this field here and then we can extend here. I need to chop these trees down, and all those can go into the sawmill. So I'll buy 58. And we'll deal with that later on. So the next job is to get into the New Holland. And we'll go and get this, collecting those bales in the grass field. At the end of the last episode, off camera, I just gave everything a good clean and put it all away. So all that equipment's looking nice and tidy now. So again, I'll use courseplay for this. We'll just have a check on the bales. So they're 84%, so by the end of this episode they should all be fully fermented and ready to be put into use. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get into the massey and we'll just have a quick check on the animals and probably start putting some of those bales away into the bale storage. So we've got a full manure trailer there. In fact, let's just go to the animal page. So the cows could do with some more water. We do have a full water tanker there. They're probably going to need some more straw. Food's not too bad. Don't think we need to worry with that. Chickens, they're all good. And the sheep. We can put some more hay out, but they've got plenty of water. So just looking in the silo king, it's got 24,000 litres of TMR and it's needing some straw and some silage. So we'll do that now. Right, so I'll just put another 3 bales of hay in front of the sheep and then we'll start putting all this straw and hay into the bale storage building. Well, I thought I was going to be able to balance that. Okay, so I'll just set up a little time lapse and I'll see you when this is all loaded.
satisfied with what you have. Every day's an off day if you don't get your way. Scream more, more, more until your throat gets sore. Jump on the direct express. Let's make it right. Don't be a spoiled brat, baby. Get out tonight. Oh, get out tonight. Oh yeah, you know what I want. Never pants in any weather. The world revolves around you.
Okay, so that's a nice little job out the way. Didn't take me too long, and even shorter for you people. So these last straw bales, the big ones down here, I'm going to put those in as bedding straw for the cows. And I promise you, it's not only just because all the other bales in there are small bales, and these would look totally out of place. But I could be lying about that as well. Right, so the cows for now got plenty of straw. We'll just give them some water and then get the water tanker topped back up again. And then we'll go and get this manure over to the methane plant. Should be full by now. Pick up some bales of wool on the way. Keep the spinnery going. Just pick up a couple of bales. Right, so I'll see you over at the spinnery. Alright, so while that empties, I'll just go and jump into the New Holland. Get these bales stacked up and set it off collecting the rest of them. Right, so while the New Holland finishes off that bale job, I'm going to head to the store and we'll get this massy service because I forgot to do it in the last episode. And it's just started to rain, so is that going to affect the cotton harvester? Does the cotton harvester keep working in the rain? Let's have a quick check. Well, it seems to. So what I'll just check in the course place settings. Harvester stops while it's raining. That is activated, so I'm assuming that cotton. Although I did just get that message there. Alright, so I don't know what's going on there. I did see a quick message saying that the rain will affect the yield, but it's still working and the setting is activated in course play, so hopefully we don't lose any yield from there. Right, so it's costing nearly 4,000 there to repair the massey. So I'll get back to the cow enclosure and we'll get some TMR into the cow troughs. Okay, so that's another 36,000 litres of TMR for the cows. So let's just park the trailer back underneath the conveyor and we'll get it filled up with manure again. Right, so we'll get back to, let's have a look, see how the New Holland's getting on. So the New Holland's not doing anything. We might as well just take over then and get these bales collected. Right, so that's all the bales we've got. So it's not as many as I've had in previous harvests. So I think, seeing as this rain's still on, I'm going to go and get the trailer and we'll start getting that bread loaded up. And then I'll probably get the Deutschfahr on the roller, on the grass roller. And we'll get that grass field all rolled again so it's fully fertilised. So actually I think what I might do, we haven't had this extended yet, so we'll head up to the store and I'll get this grass roller up to its full 8 metre or 8.5 metre width. Alright, here we are at the shop and it's a much nicer day, the rain stopped. Just as I kind of left the farm area, so... Right, so I'll just customise. Yeah, so it's currently a 640, which is 6.4 metres. We can make it an 820. So nearly 2 metres wider, but should make a huge difference on a field of that size. Is that the cotton harvester getting rid of its first bale? It looks as though it's tipped. Yep, there's our first cotton bale. So I've got 8.2 metres, we'll do 2 headlands. We can do sharp corners. Start the job. Right, so I'm going to jump into the class now. And I'm going to go and pick up the logging winch. And we'll make a start on cutting those trees down and pulling them back to the sawmill. Right, so there's quite a few trees to do here, so I'll just get cracking on this job and then when I'm done I'll come back to you. Right, so here we are. This is the last big tree to take down. It's been quite a big job, this. And it looks as though Bambi and her family's going to have to find somewhere else to live in future. So I think there's just a few of these small ones left. I'm just going to leave the branches on these last ones so I can find them easier. But yeah, if we just take to the air, as you can see, that's quite a nice pile of logs there. And also the cotton harvester is nearly finished. It looks like we've only got one bale so far. I would have expected 2 bales, seeing as where that first one was emptied. Maybe that rain has affected the yield, which is a big shame. Right, so I really don't know the best way to grab these. See if we can just pull a load in anyway. Right, so I think this will do just for now. There's another one. There's one. Yeah, I would have expected. I mean, that bale's a little bit more than half, well, a bit less than halfway. And it had done, but it had done the headland, I suppose, so. Why am I stuck on this tree? Maybe I'll just have to cut this tree down. Right, so I'm going to get these into the sawmill, and then I think what I might do is pick up the new Holland, and we'll just get the subsoiler on it, and we'll start ripping up the ground, ready for some stone picking. Right, so we've got 22,600, and now there's 49,600. I had the yeah, I was gonna sell those pallets of bread, wasn't I? Oh, we can use another tractor for that. So it looks as though it's done a fairly good job. It's only missed a few bits, but I'm pretty sure they aren't worth picking up. Alright, so I'll just set a worker off going up and down the field this way. And then we'll have a look and see what the stone production's like. Yeah, it was very close to being 2 bales there. So we've got 18,400. I think the 20,000 the cotton bales. So we are going to have to try and move that bale. I wonder if the forklift could do it. I suppose seeing as I'm down here, I might as well pick up these last bits. So that's 425. So that was worth 3 litres. That was worth 1 litre. Right, so we'll just leave that there. And I'll go and get into the forklift. Okay, so it looks like we could lift it with this. Yeah, 20,000 litres in a full cotton bale. And it took 6 hours at times 6. So I think the other field is... I don't think it's quite twice the size of this one, but it won't be far off it. So I think that we'll have to get that cotton harvester set off straight away, and it's probably going to run throughout the entire episode. Right, so I'm just going to leave that cotton bale for there. I will get a trailer to put them on. Alright, so we'll come and get the Fent to take these pallets of bread up to the shop. Alright, so let's start stacking the bread.
Put all your stuff away and check out for the day. There's no time to waste when it's 100 degrees. Burns under my feet. Won't you have a drink with me? We head into town, see what it's about. Barely need a shirt, though the sun has almost set. Make the most of it. I know we will dance and sing. There's a heat wave. There's a heat wave rolling in. There's a heat wave, yeah. There's a party in the streets and the city's on fire.
Okay, so that's the bread loaded. Wasn't too bad of a job, really. So I'll get up to the store. We've got 23,000 litres of bread. Should be a good... Should be quite a good payday. 140,000 maybe? Let's see what it is. $126,700. So that puts us back over the million. Right, I'll get this back. I think the last job that I need to do today is to fill up the greenhouses, but if the tank is empty, we'll take some methane up to the store first and bring the water back in the empty trailer. So it's not empty, but hopefully all the water will go into the greenhouses. Perfect. Right, we'll head to the methane plant and we'll pick up a tank of methane. So while that's filling, we'll just have a quick check of the bales on the bale trailer here. So these are all showing as silage. So what I might just do is grab the tractor unit here. It's still filling. And we'll just empty those bales into the methane plant. Alright, I'll see you up at the store and we'll see what price methane is this month. $44,100, so slightly higher than average, but still around the $1,300 per 1,000 kilogram mark. Right, so I think that's it for this episode. I'll just get this tanker filled up and go and top up the greenhouses again. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you could give the video a like, I'd appreciate that. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And I shall see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye bye.